All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to class. Welcome to class, everybody. Good evening. Hope you can hear me all around the world, wherever you're from. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. I guess Joy is the first person in class today. Good evening, Joy. Welcome to class. Good evening, Jeff. Welcome. Oh wow. Good evening, James Toluwanimi Jacob Ayantunji John James. Good evening, welcome. Ayomide Taiwo, welcome to class. Good to see you. Harrison, Ruben, welcome. Dazu and Cizos, welcome. James, welcome. Wonderful. Simba, welcome to class. Lily, welcome to class. James, oh, good evening. How are you doing? How are you guys doing? How was your weekend? And then how has been your week so far as a creative? How has been your week so far? Uh, Good evening. Oh, wonderful. Welcome, Quinsley. Welcome to class. Gentle White. Welcome to class. James, Lily, Blessing. Welcome to class. Welcome to class, guys. Just few minutes. We're going to be starting off the class. Um, just want to wait for few more minutes for others to join. Just want to wait for a few more minutes for others to join. Oh, it's a rainy day in Abuja. Wonderful. Sorry about that. I guess rain is a good thing sometimes. La 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 la. Okay. All right. So, okay, welcome. So, how has been your week so far, guys? I want to know how has been your week so far. Being a creative, being a video editor. Have you been doing something? Tell me about the things that you've been able to do. What are the things that you've gotten your hands on, and how has it been so far? I want to hear from you, Joy. Joy, I want to hear from you. And Queen Yada, welcome to class. And Blessing also. And Taiwo, yeah, most especially Taiwo. I want to hear from anybody anyway, but I want to really see what you've been up to this past few weeks that we've been learning video editing. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? How have you been upscaling yourself as a video editor? What have you been doing now? As regarding the class, the lectures that we've been having, what have you done? What have you done? What have you done? What have you done so far? Oh, wonderful. Storyboarding is top notch and a game changer. Wonderful, Joy. Tell me, share what you've been doing with us. Let's hear from you, Joy. What have you been doing so far? Bible Bite, welcome to class. Sheye Shoyemi, welcome to class, sir. Welcome everybody. Taiwo Felicia, welcome to class. Please, I'm asking as regarding what you've learned so far. What have you been doing? You can't learn and not do anything, all right? So what have you been doing? What have you done so far? I want to hear from you all. I want to hear from you. Tell me, share your journey with me. What have you done so far? What have you created? Yeah? What have you created? Since we all are made in the image and likeness of God, I think we can safely say that God is a creative, yeah, he's a creator. And I want to even say that God is a video editor also. He's a video editor, a graphic designer. God is everything. So since we are made in its image and likeness, We have everything in our capacity to create. All right, yeah. Joy, I'm still waiting for you. James, wonderful, fantastic. Incorporating AI into video editing is sweet. All right, I want to know what you've done. I know it is sweet. Let me also taste of it. I want to hear what you've done. Yeah. What did you do? You went to shoot a clip and then you edited it with AI, or you created your storyboard with AI and then I don't want to give you the words, yeah. I want to hear you speak yourself. I want to hear you type yourself. Okay. I have made Okay, wonderful. Ayomide, you've been creating some football edits, nature edits, and couple of others. Okay. Ayomide, question for you. Did you shoot the videos yourself, the ones you are editing? Did you shoot the videos yourself, or you went to download some stock footages online? Tell me about that. I want to hear you. Okay. Rukayat, welcome to class. Joy, in summary, I kind of handle it. Social media. Okay, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's great. I really love to see one or two of your of what you've created. Okay, so Joy, probably you can comment with the handle that you upload your videos to. I'll take few of you guys. Then I'll drop a comment on the comment section and whatever you created or whatever you've uploaded. You can also upload and tag the incubator hub or tag digital skill Africa. Yeah, tag DSA and then so that I can get my get to see what you've created. Okay, Joy, you heard what I said. So just comment with. I'm gonna wait for the comment on whatever you've uploaded. Maybe the media handle you upload to. Yeah, so I can check it out. Okwore Hope. Okay, yet to go through the class, but phone is funny. I learned and so what have you did? Learned many and did some little trial. Little trial on what? What did you do? What did you do? What did you work on? What kind of project did you work on? You guys can just work on anything. You need to put the projects into practice. You need to make sure you're doing something meaningful, all right? Even if it's just a 50 seconds, 30 seconds video clip, you can cut things together and upload on your social media. That's important so that you can know that this is where you started from and this is how you've been growing, all right? The growth process is important. Your growth process is important. You can't take it with levity hands, all right? So it's important that you it's important that you keep practicing and then keep track of your process, your growth process, all right? I was okay, James, wonderful. I was able to create a monologue with ChatGPT and also create a scene, two scenes of me by storyboarding. Oh, wonderful, James. I'm so glad to hear that. All right, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right, I hope to see what you've created once it's done. Upload on your social media and tag DSA, tag hashtag, just tag DSA. All right, tag DSA, and we can get to see what you've created and give you our feedback. Probably I could even get to give you some comments via your direct message on your inbox. All right. So, James, looking forward to seeing what you've created. I'm waiting for the other guys, you other guys that are online. What have you created? What have you done so far? You can't be learning video editing. This is, I think, week 8. Been learning so far, and then you've not created anything. Now, I don't want to believe you've not created anything. Even if it's your phone, you don't have a video camera. You have your phone to shoot with. You have your phone to shoot with. Um, no matter how small. Should I say small now? There's no phone that is small anyway. But no matter how, I don't know what English to use now. No matter how little your phone is, sorry, I'm saying little, you can create something. As a matter of fact, if the pixel is not that large or you have a phone that does not have good cameras, you can create something. And we taught you color grading already. You can remove the colors and make it black and white. As a matter of fact, you can have your videos in black and white. Doesn't stop any doing anything. Doesn't stop you. And then it will be okay. All right, to be okay. Try to do something. Try and create something. That's my point. Try and create something. Ayominde, I downloaded some raw footages online. Okay, wonderful. About 10 some effects, including the fraud. Wonderful, Ayomide. That's great. Can you have you uploaded it on your social media handle? Can you tag DSA? Can you still tag DSA and then maybe you um, maybe you just comment with your handle so that I can go check whatever you've created so far and then put comments and okay. Kunyada, welcome Oluwaseun Kunu. Kunu, I hope I pronounced that well. Sounds like something we drink. Sorry about that. It's very realistic ethic. Okay, yeah, that has been ethic for you. Queen Yada, ha. Since last when now? Queen Yada, this is not good. You've been procrastinating. Even if you are at work, put your phone, you know, you can use clips if you don't have tripods, yeah. You can use a clip, the one that they use to hold phones, uh, to peg. Okay, they call it peg. All right, you can use peg as as a tripod. All right, you can use peg, clip it to your phone and put it on the table. Then you use the front camera and then do a video just like this video you're looking at. It's like this is not with a this is actually with a peg. This is with a mobile gimbal, all right. But then you can create something. You can just put your phone on the table and shoot yourself talking about something, or just your movement moving around. You can create a time lapse. Time lapse. I think we've taught you about time lapse. All right, we've taught you guys about having to increase the speed. Time lapse. That's the same thing, almost the same thing. So your phone will be on tripod, and then you shoot yourself and then you can cut it into bits bit by bit, and then you have something. Seriously, maybe the process, your daily process, your daily activities, you could shoot yourself and edit. All right, so you don't just think that you know it by head, but you don't know it by action, or you don't get to practice video editing. See, one thing that I know for sure is that the more you practice, the more you know. The less you practice, the less you know, the less creative you become, the less, what do I want to say now? You, you keep losing track of the things that you've learned, right? It can fade away in your head if you're not careful. So you have to practice more. Yeah, I believe DSA is, you can check out Incubator Hub. Incubator Hub. James, you can check out Incubator Hub on TikTok. I believe we are on TikTok. But if you don't get to, you can tag me on TikTok. All right, you can tag me Bob Cinema, BOB_CINEMA, Bob Cinema. Let me try and type that. Bob BOB_. I don't upload a lot of things there anyway. I just use it to check out people's clips. So you can actually tag me on that. Okay, Oluwatobiloba, wonderful. I've been working with some stock footages, however, right? Sorry, give me a minute. My battery is getting low. I need to plug it before it dies on me. Okay, yeah, I'm back. Okay, Oluwatobiloba has been working on stock footages. However, it happens because after transferring my ongoing project from my old system to another. Okay, what challenge do you have, Oluwatobiloba? I don't, if you're using Premiere Pro, there is actually no challenge. You're not going to face any challenge. All you need to do is to, well, I taught you at the beginning that you need to organize your files, make sure that anything you're working on as regarding a particular project, you make sure that everything is collated into one file, into one fold, excuse me, into one folder. So let me know what challenges you are facing. Oluwatobiloba, let me know. Bible Bytes is still working on a video. What is the video about? Bible Bytes. What is the video about? Share, yeah, wonderful. That's great. All right, that's great. That's great. Let me. Can you upload it, please, you guys? I want you to start uploading your files. Upload, even if you don't like it too much. I believe there's a Bible verse that say we should not despite little beginnings. I think, yeah. So don't despite your little beginning. All right. I started somewhere also. And truth be told, you could even get to delete probably after a few months or after a year. You can delete some of the things that you've created a long time ago that you're not probably too proud of. But I don't think there is something like you're not proud of where you started from. All right. So you guys, you try and upload whatever, however little it is. Could be 10 seconds. Upload it and tag GSA. Oh, okay. You've been able to fix it. Wonderful. Sorry, um, nobody responded. Sorry about that. Sorry, Oluwatobiloba. All right. So moving on. Oluwaseun Kunu, have you have you done anything so far? I just want to know if you guys are working. I want to know what have you guys been working on before I dive into the section of today, because this section for today is actually uh, a little bit tedious. It can get clumsy, a little bit clumsy for you guys if you are not careful. But I want to be sure that you've been doing something with what you've done, so what we've taught you guys so far. Welcome, official prince. Simba, I created two different stories about my matriculation and also about congratulations on matriculation, about my job journey through water to Okay, wonderful game, wonderful Simba. That's great. Can you upload tag DSA, tag DSA, tag DSA? We'll see. Just hashtag DSA or just collaborate. You can even collaborate and probably if DSA would accept. I hope they would, so that we can see the journey of some of our students. Yeah. Abimbola, use your phone to shoot your work and edit with CapCut. Upload and tag us. Tag me. As a matter of fact, can you tag me? I think you can. I don't know. Just probably you add at to your comments. Add at bob underscore cinema. Bob underscore cinema. Bob cinema. All right. Just hashtag it on whatever platform you are uploading on, and then probably I'll get to see. Elizabeth created new and edit, but it was a video maker app I used. Video maker, okay, that's a phone application, I guess. Elizabeth, why are you not using CapCut? Why are you using Video Maker? I want to know why. Is it that your phone storage is low to get um, CapCut, or what exactly is your challenge? What exactly is your challenge? What exactly is your challenge? Okay, that's all I've been working on pre-recorded videos. I just got my laptop and yet to get splitting well. So you don't know how to remove background noise. One thing is for sure, Dazzle, if the background noise for your sound is too much, it will, once you're trying to use the noise, you get, just search for the noise in the effects panel, DENO, noise, NOISE, the noise. That's your best tool for reducing the noise. And then when you click the noise, when you drag it onto your clip, your audio clip, you can go to the effect control, effect panel, and then probably, yeah, you can see adjust some of the settings there. All right, but don't do too much, because the more you add the noiser to your clip, the more it chops into your sound. So it's best that you shoot a clean audio. That's the best you can have. But if you don't have a clean, perfectly clean audio, use the noiser. Use the noiser. You can check. I'm saying again, you can check it on the effect. Search for effect. Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. Joy. I can't actually. Can I check it right now? Where did you upload to, Joy? Where did you upload it to? Where did you send it to? Where did you send it to? Where did you send it to? A church dedication. Wonderful, living bite, Bible bites. That's great. All right, upload it on your social media on the Kelechi. Upload it on your social media handle and then tag DSA. Tag DSA. You can even tag me if you want. You can tag DSA. Hashtag DSA Digital Skill Africa. Hashtag Incubator Hub or at Incubator Hub. Yeah, yeah. All right. Moving on, I'm trying to check if there's anybody else that have done. Okay, Luatobilota, I copied the. All right, wonderful. All right, Yemi Olu, that's great. Please, just let me just say this to everybody. Any job you, any video editing you do, any project you work on, try and upload it. Don't let it. Don't be like me. Yeah, video editors can be somehow sometimes, but it's important that you learn to upload anything and everything that you work on. It's important so that you don't just waste your time, and then so that you can keep it, so that you can keep those the memories of those clips that you work on, so that you can keep it, doesn't go to waste. If you keep it on your phone or probably keep it on your laptop, the edited exported project, I mean, if you keep it there, there's a there's a possibility you lose anything, you lose track of where you kept it or something. But if you upload it on your social media handle, you will always get to see it there. All right, you will always get to see it there. Elizabeth, CapCut is not working on your phone, and oh, this is wonderful. Okay, Elizabeth, you know what you'll do? Just reach out to me via Instagram. Reach out to me via Instagram. Bob's underscore cinema. Bob underscore cinema. I typed it the other time. BOB underscore CINEMA. I don't quite use that anyway, so you can just get to chat with me over there. I don't want to share my other handles with you guys so that I don't get spammed. Okay, moving on. CapCut is not working on Oluleye's phone. I don't know why that. I don't know. Friend, eh, I don't know of any other app I can give you to replace CapCut now on your mobile. All right. I don't know of any other app to give you that you can use on your mobile, but you can reach out to some of your friends. Yeah. There is no other one that we are teaching here, so we can get to teach you other ones. So I can only tell you of CapCut and then tell you of Premiere Pro. Yo, I think it's just you. It cannot be everybody. All right, moving on to today's class. Moving on to today's class. Uh, Today we are going to be. By the way, greetings from my other colleague. Greetings from my other colleague, Farmer King. Is absent from today's class, but he will be around on Thursday. Okay, Sandy. Sandy, let me quickly answer your question. ASAP. For you to have for your depends on the specification of your laptop, all right? Depends on the specification of your laptop, but at least you need to have 8 gig RAM. Yeah, I think I saw someone used 4 gig RAM laptop today. Yeah, to do Premiere Pro, but it was dragging, it was lagging. I don't advise it. The least you can do is 8 gig RAM, and then Core i5, Core i7, or Core i3. Yeah, depending on what you have, and make sure that just check online. Make sure that your device meets up with the specification of whichever year you are trying to download. For my for this current laptop I'm using, I told you guys that I had to borrow one because my own laptop got crashed some time ago, like I think last 2 weeks. Yeah. So this laptop the best I could download on this laptop was Premiere Pro 2022 version 2022. I couldn't get to use 2023 because of the laptop. So what I can advise for you is that take take the specification of your laptop to ChatGPT. That can help you. It will help you bring about all the details you need, and ask it if you can use which version of Premiere Pro you can download or you can use on the laptop. Just try that out. Try that out. Yeah, you can. Okay, moving on. Felicia, yes, you can. Moving on. So today's class, we'll be dealing with masking. Oh, my shoulders. I've been editing all day. Editing all. Is it all day? Since Sunday, actually. Since Sunday, I've been back to back. So all my shoulders are kind of aching right now. Okay, symbol. It's Adobe Premiere Pro. No, it's not also. It's not also known. There's a difference between Photoshop and Adobe Rush. There is Adobe Premiere Pro. There is Adobe Photoshop. Photoshop is for graphic design. Premiere Pro is for video editing. Rush is for, I don't use it, so I don't have a detailed explanation of that. Yes, David, it will still be available. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I guess you guys know how. So let me quickly ask, what do you know about masking? For everybody that is on class, what do you guys know about masking? Tell me. I want to see what you know about masking. Can you let me know what do you know about masking? How have you ever come across masking in your journey as a video editor? Please let's concentrate on today's class so that we don't keep dragging ourselves back. All right. So quickly, let me just go through my slide. I will be yes, Adil, you can, but you need to confirm if it meets the requirement. It's not just core high three. It's not just the number of cores that determines if you can use Premiere Pro. Well, you can use Premiere Pro 2022. You can. It's still almost the same thing. All right, still almost the same thing. There is literally a little bit of difference. You will not even know it if you've not used the higher versions of Premiere Pro. All right. So moving on. What do you know about masking? Masking, let me just go straight to my slide. I probably won't need to ask you guys since I will have to wait for your comments. So we'll be dealing with a little bit of masking, fundamentals in video editing. So what is masking? Masking is in video editing is a technique used to selectively hide or reveal a part of a video frame. It allows editors to control exactly where effects are applied, all right, or what part of the footage is visible. All right, what it means is that, okay, that's great, that's great. Yes, sometimes it can be used for text review, that's great. Duplicating and more, Oluwatobiloba, that's great. Yeah, I know there's masking in CapCut, Joy, but you can't explain. All right, what it does is that it helps you to um, isolate a part of your video, the part of the video. Probably you just want to show a little bit part at some point. You don't want to show the rest of the other part. You can isolate that part. For another example is when you try to blend two clips together on the same scene. Two clips together on the same scenes. Like someone talked about Tao, showing Tao on the same scene. Yeah, someone else talked about I think J Mike also uses a lot of that. Those are the examples I can explain. I can remember right now. So masking helps you to isolate um, video clips. It could even be pictures, anything that you bring into your project your timeline. You can use mask to isolate, just like mask. You can even use it with effects. All right, you can add effects to masking. You can mask using effects. You can probably apply effect to a particular side, maybe color grading to a particular side, and you don't want it to affect the other sides. All right, wonderful. So why are we learning masking? As I said earlier, I'm trying to rush a little bit so that I can go straight to practicals. But if I don't get to push through all the practicals today, I'm going to be switching between coming to the slide and then going back to practical. So every part of what I'm showing you on the slide, I will bring it to life via sharing my screen. All right, so moving on. So as I said earlier, masking helps to isolate a particular area of a clip to show or hide. To show or hide. Right. You can imagine a video clip and you just want to have and someone you want to so probably you want to change the background. Yeah. Want to change the background of of a video of of a person talking. You can use mask, and that's the formula behind removing background. All right, that's the formula. It's all about masking. That's the formula behind removing background. For those that does remove background removal in CapCut, there is an auto removal of background. I think in CapCut you don't have it in Premiere Pro. There's no auto removal in Premiere Pro. You have to do almost everything yourself because it's that's an in-depth approach to it. All right, all right. So and then it's easier to mask a an image than mask a video because especially when you have a video of a person moving through the screen, all right, moving through your timeline. Uh, Maybe you have a footage of someone moving around. It's easy for you to remove the person's background once this person is stagnant in an area. That's if you don't shoot on a green screen. Than you trying to do that with yeah with with auto removal. Without auto removal you can do that. So moving on, it helps in effect controls, blur, yeah, effects like blurring, like color correction to only a maxed portion of the video. Okay, so masking, I'm going to get into this deeper, more deeper. All right, so masking helps you create by creating shapes. You can create marks with shapes, sometimes with a, a sphere, sometimes with the rectangle shape. All right, so I hope I am uh, you guys are still in class because it looks like the chat comment box is, let me just remove my eyes from the comment box because I don't understand what's going on right now. I did not give you guys any assignments right now. I only told you guys to create something. Well, you could call it an assignment, but it's not an assignment. You could create something and upload on your social media handle and tag DSC or tag me and tag me also so that I can get to see it. That's just what I said. All right, so the original footage remains unchanged when you create a mask. It just you are just altering a part that you mask out, like you mask out, you get to see what I mean. All right. So the common uses of masking is highlighting or focusing on a subject. I think you guys have seen some clips on on news where the eyes, the face of a subject is blurred out. Face of only the face of the subject is blurred out. You can't see the person's face fully, but you can see the rest of the body. Right? That's masking. It's just creating around. I think you can see my face. You're creating a round or a sphere shape on the face in the video, and then you apply the effect on just the mask, on just the place, the mask that you created. That's what happens. That's what happens with masking. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Okay, so it also helps. You can also use it to remove unwanted elements from the video. You can, yeah, from a picture, from a video, you can just do that. Can use it. Some of you have seen where a video of someone drop from the sky. They use masking. All right, they use masking. You probably at that point you can shoot the person the using a tripod. All right, this is just digressing. It's not digressing anyway. Let me just, I'm creating a pictorial image in my head for you guys so that you can understand what I'm saying. You can you create, you shoot a video of on using a tripod. You create a video of an empty space. All right. So then that's one. Then number two, without removing the tripod, it stays there. You go to the frame in the middle and then you jump up. You jump and then you stamp your feet on the ground. Right. With masking, you can overlay the two videos together. I'm going to try and do that. Did I do that? Something like that. No, I didn't. All right. You put overlay the two videos together. You cut out from where you started to shoot the empty space to where there's empty space. You don't. Then you overlay the ones that you were on, the video that you shot that you were on. You overlay it on each other, and then you mask out only yourself, only the subject. So you can use masking. You can use position to change where the where you yourself are coming from. You just dump on it. It's easily explained when we practice. All right. So let me from here. I'm going to switch to my screen. I hope Korede is live with me. Uh, I'm going to switch to my screen from here so that I can show you these tools. All right, these tools. These are the tools, different tools that you use in masking. There's a pen tool, there's the ellipse tool. I said ellipse tool the other time to mask out a circle. There's a rectangle tool to create a shape, a rectangle slash shape, and then there's the mask parts that you can get to work with inside the effect control. So let me go straight to let me try and share my screen now so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. um, Share screen. All right, so talking about different tools in masking, pen tools in masking. I'm just going to go straight to my slide, to my screen. Can we switch to my screen now, already? Can we switch to my screen so that I can be sure? All right, wonderful, wonderful. So now, for you to do work with masking, you need to have your effect control. need to have your effect control because masking works a lot with effects. All right, so I just brought in this video clip of this guy, it's a 10 seconds or 12 seconds clip of this guy. This is really slow. So what I want to do is I want to blur out his face. So with masking, you can blur out only the face. Should I go straight now? So let me just take you through uh, the tools first. Let's switch to editing. All right, so I just want to bring in my effect control, and then bring in my effects also. Bring this here. All right, so this is great. So now talking about masking, all right. Once you click, this is pen tool. I If you check the slide the other time, I said pen tool. There is a pen tool that you use to start create mask. All right. Once you click it here, right here, and bring it on the screen, it shows you a pen tool that you can start to click and mask out. You can mask this thing out by clicking. I explained there are a few ways to create mask the other time. So opacity, you come to your opacity, and then these are the masking tools. Once you come to your opacity, you see the masking tools. It works with opacity. All right. I don't know. Maybe yours is open like this. Okay. So when you come to opacity, without even clicking on the pen tool here, come to opacity. Once you click on the footage that you want to work with, come to opacity. Make sure you are at the beginning of the clip. And then come to opacity, you see different tools right here. Create my ellipse, square, and then rectangle. Ellipse works like this. You see, once I click it, it creates a circle. There is no video on the background. That's why you are not seeing anything. Let me try and bring in a video to probably, or maybe an image to fill in the background. Oh, do I have a image here? Sorry, I'm looking for. Okay, let me try and drag this. Okay, so let me bring this in. Yeah, so you guys can see there's a video at the background. I just created a mask, an ellipse mask around this. You guys can see that. Just once you click on an ellipse like this, it will create a mask around it. Let me try to do that again. I can delete this mask. If you see, it's just an ellipse mask. I think I delete the mask, leaves the whole scene. I can use the the rectangle masking tool to create a rectangle, direct rectangle, which in turn you can now start readjusting how much of the mask, by clicking on each node and pulling it aside. I hope you're seeing what I do. The same thing you can do on the circle. All right, let me delete this. Same thing you can do on the circle. Drag this around. So these are the basic tools that you use in masking. And then the third one, which is the pen tool. The third one, which is the pen tool. Let me delete this. All right. This third one, which is the pen tool. Once you click on the eraser pen tool, it's a free hand drawing. If you see that you're writing free hand, free draw eraser, it's a free draw eraser whereby you can choose where the masking starts by yourself so that it can be cleaner depending on what you want to do. But I would advise that before you start using the pen to learn how to use the ellipse and the rectangle. So moving on, you can create mask. Maybe I just want to isolate only this guy, or rather, I want to isolate this Baba and the um, Babist. So I can start once I move, I create. You see, the more I move up, I create. So I'm not. I'm just going to do a rough sketch on the clip, so you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Just a rough sketch, so that I don't waste too much time on this. So once you click to join the last one you created to the first one you created, it cuts it out. Click and then it cuts it out. You guys can see that already cut out, isolated only this part for you. That's what happens. All right. That's just about the each tool in masking. That's just about each tool in masking. So I'm going to delete this and go back to my. I hope you understand so far. Each tool in masking will get in, will dig in as we go on with the slide. All right. So can we switch back to my slide now, Korede? Can we switch back to my slide now? All right. Wonderful. So I just explained the pen tool, I explained the ellipse tool, I explained the rectangle tool, and then the max part. Okay, I haven't explained this max part. I will get to that in a few minutes from now. So, so the ellipse tool, you use it most of the time for spotlights. For spotlights, all right. You can to just focus on a particular location. Maybe you want to change the color of that part, just a circular part. You can use the ellipse tool. You can use the rectangle tool to create a screen, like maybe a TV screen, rectangular shape, or a sign, anything. All right, depending on what you want to create. And then you can have add feathering. I didn't show you feathering. I will get to show you feathering. And then add feathering to the sides um, of the masked parts. All right. So what we use the pen tool for usually is for hide to create irregular or complex shapes, just like I created with the Baba and the Babist. Yeah. So that's just all about masking. That's just the basic thing about masking. We will get to. uh, Okay, so Oluwatoyin, just hold on. We'll get to blurring out someone's face. There's more things that you can do with masking than blur somebody's face. So we'll get to that very soon. All right. So understanding masking properties. Yeah. So we have feathering. We have feather in masking. In the properties, once you create a mask around a mask, a shape mask, or regular shaped mask. Yeah, there is always there are this basic this basic properties that comes with it. All right. So we have feather that helps you soften the edges of the mask. Okay, and then we have opacity that controls how much is being masked, or can help you control how the transparency of the mask, all right, of the masked area. Okay, so most of the time transparency is at 100% so that you can see everything. Then uh, at zero so that you can't see any of the masked area. In a clip that has not been masked at all, let me shock you, has already been masked because your frame, the frame around the edges of your screen is the mask. Once anything goes off, if you guys can remember the times that we drag a video off the screen, you will see that there is a line that stops. There's a line that stops the video from getting out. There is no there's no breach. There's always a square, it's a rectangular mask around every video originally. I will show you what I mean once we get back to my sc- my screen. So there's the expansion that helps you uh, gain in on the maxed part or gain out of the maxed part. It helps you just fine tune the region where you have marks. And then there's the inverted that helps you flip between what you've marked and in and out. For example, if you mark an area, you want to check the other side that was not marked that you don't need, you can always use inverted. Let me get back to my, let me check what's up next. Okay, we'll get to this. So let me show you this feathering, opacity, and expansion ASAP. Already back to you on my screen. Thank you, Korede. All right, so I explained the other time that you can create a square shape. Okay, I was saying now that there is always, once you click, there is already marked parts in the video. If you can see this, uh, okay, you can see once I click on motion, it shows you the maxed part, the originally maxed part of every video. Every video has this. If I click and drag this now, you see that it does not blend out, it does not bleach out. It won't leave this place. All right. So yeah, Control Z. It's just like using this tool. So let's use this tool for example. All right. So once you create a part like this, you can adjust how wide, just like I was dragging the other time to show you the rest of the clip. All right, to show you the rest of it, to show you the part that I want to mask. Another thing is that once you click on the screen and drag, you can see the square shape that is dragging down. Once you drag it, you can select two places together, two nodes together. Once you select these two nodes together, you can drag the two of them together once you click one of them. But if you don't do that, once you click on one node, it only drags down one node. All right. So once you click and drag on two, you can expand the two together. All right. Sorry, that happens a lot by clicking this. Happens by clicking this. So moving on, and then you can actually rotate the mask. You can rotate the mask. You can rotate the mask by coming. Once you see, it shows you a kind of two angle rotation tool. Once I remove, see, Once I come near, it shows me that rotation too. All right. So about the settings, I told you there's max part, there's feather. This is the feather I told you about. The max part. It blends the maxed the edges of your mask. Let me remove this. Once I click out now, you see the edges of the max part blends together. So it looks like this guy is in the what do we call it now? It's in the sky, barbing in the barbing in heaven, heavenly barbers. We call it like that. All right, so that's feathering. So you can choose to feather more and feather out, and depending on your what you want. Okay, the more you go, the uh, the more it goes off. More you go, it goes off. All right, so 5,000 is the highest that you can go, and then zero is the lowest that you can go. All right, so you just keep blending off the screen off. All right, so there is also the region. The Okay, I told you about the opacity the other time. So the opacity is more or less like the whole of your clip, the whole of a blended clip, if it shows or does not show. So opacity deals with it going off and on. Different from feather. You understand? Feather blends the edges. So there is expansion. Expansion helps you gain in on the edges, like this edge now it comes in, it blends. Let me push it to see. You see, it increases the edge and you can decrease the edge of what you marked once you marked. All right, so that's what expansion done. Expands and then shrinks the part that you marked. And then lastly, there is the invert. What invert does is that, we max this place out now. The other part that is not maxed, the place that is not visible right now, the place that is not visible. Once you click invert, it shows that place that is not visible and then leaves you with the space. So you can actually use this to create probably a scene, maybe in someone's chest, or maybe an example is maybe you I don't know if you guys have seen horror movies that someone punches someone from the back and then you see the hand come out of the chest. Yeah, that kind of thing. So you can use mask to create a hole in this. Okay, let me use this guy as an example. Let's delete this mask and then use create a hole in this guy's face or on this guy's chest. Okay, on the barber's chest, because this guy is my friend. So we can reduce this. So once I click, you see, when I come here and I put it shows when I come to the middle of the max area, it shows a hand. So it means this hand can help me to change where I mask. All right. For example, I can come to his face and choose to mask his face instead of that location that I marked. But let's stick to this place. So we can invert, click on invert, and then it shows only that place. So this I can even make let me do something with this mask, basically with this mask. So let me duplicate this clip, and then this clip, the one on the under, I can mask this guy's face. Okay, let's turn off this clip first. Turn off. I click by turning off that. Once I click this, it turns off the upper side. So I want to work on this other side. I want to mask. Let me delete the first mask. All right. I want to mask only his face. So I want to show only his face. All right. So now I want to actually show his face. What I'm trying to do is to show his face in his on that guy's art. So to show that his face is in his art, in his chest. So I'm clicking on this, and then when I come to, I can click on motion so that I can move the video under it. I'm clicking on motion video under it. So you know it's not showing currently. You guys are seeing what I'm doing. Let me resize to show his face in his chest. So you guys are seeing that that's a tool of masking, and then I can actually blend my marked area further a little bit, and then also come to this one and further a little bit, or make it strong or further a little bit. Alright, so if I play this through now, you see his face on chest. So that's about masking and its different different settings: expansion, increasing, offing it, taking it off. You see, I was working with expansion just now, so that's what it does. So you can actually with masking you can do a little bit of animations and all that. You can do a little bit of animation and all that. So moving back to my slide now so that we can move on with the class. I hope you guys understand so far what masking does. Correde, can we turn off, go back to my slide? All right, moving on. Correde, go back to my slide. Orunmila. Oyela. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Like you create, put a tripod on the ground and then create a. Can I use this side? Create a hole around this place. Yeah, and then point my hand. Oh yella, oh yella. Open, 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 and then the screen shows. That's how they do it. It's not a big deal. All right. Can I create the whole? Yeah, I did create the whole. Okay. You guys saw what I did, all right? Okay. So, is there any question so far with the basic the properties of feathering, of opacity, or maybe I should just take the class at the end. Take my questions at the end of the class. I guess you might not be need to ask any question once I'm done with this class. But before we move on with the class, guys, go and take your attendance. We'll be having a break now, and then we'll be back. And then we'll be back in 5 minutes time. 11, 10, 8, 16, or 8, yeah, 8, 17, 11 minutes time, so that we can go on with the class. Thank you very much. See you soon. All right, guys. All right, guys. We're back in class. I hope you guys have done your attendance. Well done. Nice one. All right, moving on with the class. So far, we've talked about basic properties of masking. All right, now I want to go deeper into masking. All right, so am I clicking my slide? All right, so what does masking does? What does masking do? These are a few of the things that masking does. All right, number one is that masking helps you remove some unwanted parts of your video clip. Like you can use masking to clone um, different parts of the scene. For example, like these people, this clone of people on the scene. Yeah, like you yourself on the screen at the same time. You can use masking to do that. Another thing is that you can use masking to like remove. Probably you have a cup on the table and you don't want to have that cup on the table in the video. You can use masking to remove that cup. Yeah, it might be complex because you're just starting there, but then once you keep going like that, you you can do that. As a matter of fact, you can use masking to um, change. Maybe I'm holding a phone now or holding what can I use as an example? All right. So you guys are seeing this background on me. You can use masking to remove the background. Okay. That's like removing objects from the scene. That's just an example. Yeah. So you can use masking with different kind of effect also, like blur, like someone asked the other time, like color correction, like glow. You can make a part of your video glow. Yeah. Sorry about the background noise. It will stop now. Yeah. So So you can use masking to blur the background of a video. For example, as the way my video is right now, I wish I could just screen record my video and then blur the background. Let me move on. All right. We would try to do that. We'll try to do blurring of background, yeah, to do that. All right. So, where was I? So yeah, to also create vignettes and I hope you guys know what vignette is. It's like the the kind of way that the whole side of a picture of an image or a video is either um, dark or light, depending on the kind of the part of vignette that you're using. Just try check out vignetting online, check it out. I think once you have if you have a video, if you have a phone with you, you take a picture, go to the edit, you will see vignette. I think at the later end of the editing part of video of the photo editor. Yeah. So you can use masking, you can animate masking, all right? You can mask somebody walking into scene or something walking into scene. Like for example, Thor's armor. The way Thor's armor came into, like once he pushed his hand out and like I hope you guys can see my hand like this, and then he waits the armor come masking. You can use masking to bring that armor into his hand. Yeah. Then it stays like this until the armor to the second, and then it closes, and then there's armor, and then it's all masking, guys. It's all masking. So once you know masking very well, it will change. It's a game changer for video editors. All right. So you can simulate motions, track movements, and all that thing. You can use masking to reveal. I already said color correction. Okay. All right. Have I said color correction? I don't think so. Yeah, you can use masking to color correct a part of your image. part of your video clip. Like one part of the video is black, or maybe not part, we'll try that out. One part of the video is black and white, one part of the video is colorful. Yeah, you can try that out using masking. And then review text, transitions, different things, different things. You can even add multiple clips, multiple mask on one clip. You can have multiple mask on one clip. I'm going to try that out. Thank God I have one clip. So is there anything else? All right. So let's try something out. Applying mask without an effect. Okay, that's an example of what I did earlier. Okay, that's an example of what I did earlier. Yeah, wonderful, Elizabeth. I'm glad you're here. I'm seeing you go for masking. All right, so you can select. I did this earlier. All right, I tried to use all this earlier. Adjust the shape, position. I tried doing that. Yeah, you guys saw all this the other time. Let me dive into working with masking with which of this now? Okay, so let's go around for um because I already did a basic on how to use masking without effects, effects. I'll just go for masking with effect. All right, so let's use blur, Gaussian blur as an example. Let's go back to my screen. Correde, let's go back to my screen. I hope you guys are seeing my screen already. Okay. All right, so I want to. This is the video. So we want to use blur effect to remove to blur out this guy's face as an example. I told you the other time when I was reading my slide that you can create more than one mask on a video clip. So we already have this mask to make this guy's face appear in the chest of the barber. All right. Now we want to create another mask to blur out this his face. So we'll create another mask. Let's use this ellipse tool again. So once I click the ellipse tool, the masking masked part shows up. I hope this is right. Okay, I think I'm making a mistake. All right, so I think I'm supposed to. Where did I now click? Yes, now. Uh, this is wrong. So all right, so first thing you come to your blur, come and search for blur in the video effects, blur and sharpen. Let's pick Gaussian blur as an example. All right, so Gaussian blur, we can click on Gaussian. Once you click on, you see the masking tool shows up. Any effect that you bring on, let's say uh, color correction. Let's try let's try color correction now, for example. Once we bring it in, you see the masking tool shows up. So any effect, you can do any effect. This is sharpen. This is let's check out something else. uh let's see 12. Let's see this. So once you click and drag to your timeline, drag on the video clip that you want to mask. Once you drag it, you see the masking tool shows up, and this masking shows up. So let me just do with this like this Gaussian first, and then we move to a stronger effect. All right. Ah, Jesus, this guy is making noise here. I hope you guys can still hear me. Are you guys? We can't see my screen. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, so let me do that again. So I said you come to video effect. You come to video effects. I hope you are seeing now. Okay, you are seeing now. You come to video effects. Then you scroll down to blur and sharpen. You see blur and sharpen. You see Gaussian blur. Gaussian blur helps you to blur out the video. So you can drag it on the video that you want to work on. So this is video, this is the upper video that I'm working on. Don't be confused. This one is the one under it. Alright. So this is the video I'm working on. So doing this is Gaussian blur. What it does is that it blurs the video. You guys are seeing this is what Gaussian blur does. Blurs out the whole video. But I want to use the Gaussian blur on only the face. So any effect that you drag into your scene, there's also camera blur actually. You see what camera blur does? Almost the same. So this is what camera blur does. So depending on which one you want to use. So any let me use camera blur now. So any you just have a way of Gaussian blur just have a way of being better. I don't know. Alright, so we're moving with camera blur. So once you drag in any effect into your timeline, it's any video effect, it's the tools for masking shows up. The tools for masking shows up. Okay, so let's so we want to create a mask around just his face. So let's create an ellipse. Let's use the ellipse. Let's reduce the size of the ellipse. Reducing the size of the ellipse to fit his face. I hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Right. So I'm creating that to fit his face. Okay, so once I create that mask, I can increase the percentage of my blur. It's too much. It's too much. This is why. This is why. Um, so this is why Gaussian blur might be better depending on what you're doing. So let's delete this. Let's try again. So that for those of you that did not get what I did, I'm dragging in Gaussian blur. I just deleted that. Dragging in Gaussian blur, clicking on the mask, the ellipse mask, then reshaping the mask to fit what I want, to fit the face of the guy. All right. So and then by blurriness, I increase. You see how subtle Gaussian blur goes. Are you guys still seeing his face? Are you guys still seeing his face? All right, his face is blurred out. So you guys can see there is this shape on the face. There's this the the circular part of the blur is still there. So I'll just add some feathers to blend it out. Add some feathers to blur it out, and then maybe this to make it even. So his face is completely blurred out. I don't know if there's anybody that can recognize him like this. So that's just a little bit part of blurring. Let's check out. Expansion is too much. Alright. So you need to always check out by clicking your mask to check out the effect, and then a lot of times you need to play back to check um, what you have worked on. So that's about using Gaussian blur to remove to blur to on effect on masking, using masking on effects. I don't think there's any basic other basic effect here. So another thing that they use masking for again. Let me do this. I can I can do this actually. Let me duplicate this head. Sorry guys, I'm not a what's it called now? Let me delete this mask. Alright, so I'm not a herbalist to right now. So what I want to do is I just need his head. This guy is my friend actually. I hope he's not going to get angry like this. Alright, so I just need his head on that shit. So I create another mask. I create a mask for his head. So I can now come to motion and then drop his head on the shit. Sorry guys, this is not a horror edit. Okay, let me make it sleep. So I hope I'm not going to be penalized for doing this kind of horror editing. So that is his head on the platter of good. so, so let's move on, guys. Can we go back to my slide now? I'm already doing a lot of horror films here. Let's go back to my slide. Let me check out. Okay, can I show you guys on CapCut? All right, let me turn on my CapCut. Let me see if I can still meet up with CapCut. Then we'll from here we'll go next. We'll probably end the class and then maybe we'll continue uh, this. Can we continue this on Thursday? I hope so. Yeah. So let me on my switch to my CapCut now. Okay. So hold on. Don't show my screen yet. Don't show my screen yet. I have to turn it back on. So moving on. Um. By applying an effect, alright, this is what I just explained. Increase the blurriness. I just did the practical for you just now. So it's all about your creativity. How best you can create. How best you can create using. Okay, I think I have a clip that I can for CapCut guys. CapCut guys. CapCut guys. My CapCut is still loading anyway, so let me go back to my screen. Let's go back to my screen. I have another example to use. Corridor, please. Yeah. All right. So I have an example to use. I have a clip that I shot today just for the sake of this class. Um, where is it now? Desktop. Okay. This is what I need. CapCut is still loading. Calm down. All right. So there is this video of me that I shot for the sake of this class. That I shot for the sake of this class. Let me just drag it in. It's a rough video anyway. I didn't do it. I just because I didn't have much time. I just wanted to do something just so that you guys can see that it's something you guys can create by yourself without having anything. Hold on, let me flip this video so that I'm coming, guys. Okay, wonderful. So this is how I wanted the video to be. Okay, CapCut is still loading. But scale to frame size. On empty. I just need this empty part for some minutes. So I needed this empty part. So this is going to be our background. I hope I'll be able to go to CapCut like this. I won't be able to do it. So I'll just do this. I will do this on Thursday. Let me just take CapCut guys through the basic Kitty Lele by CapCut. Mashibai. Don't update. Leave me alone. Cancel. CapCut. Yeah. Create new. Okay. I'm coming. There's really no time again, so I need to just wrap this up for those that are using CapCut. Okay, so let me just bring this up so that I can quickly show a little bit of masking. Of course, I know CapCut will always hang this laptop, but for the sake of this class, we just have about 10 minutes more to be done with this class. And sorry about the background noise. So now, alright, so this is CapCut. Right. Let's use an example of, let's try and put this lady behind at the back again. Just place R. So let me just delete this part. So I want to have this lady here. I want to have this lady at the back here again. So what I will do is come here, mask. You see, there is mask right here. So once you click on mask, you can add mask. Click on add mask. So once you click on add mask, it originally uses one of the presets, marks presets. All right. So there are different presets of marks. There is the pen, there is the rectangle, there is the ellipse, like you saw. There is film strip, there is split, star, arts, text, and then there is the pen too. Oh, by the way, is the pen the pen masking tool is paid, and the brush is you have to be on pro before you can use the pen and the brush. So, but then we can still work with rectangle or the split. So you can click and drag, click and drag to fit what you want, to fit what you want. You see, you can click this one to drag to shrink in both side, or this upper and the lower part to shrink in rectangularly. This is masking. This is not cropping. Different from cropping. And then you can use this part to reduce everything together. Then you can also use this to give a round edge. Round edge. Once you click and drag, it gives a round edge. Some of these things you probably, and this is why there are different fits to the video edit, different video editing. We couldn't get to do something like this in Premiere Pro the other time. But it's here on CapCut. That doesn't mean CapCut is better. So this tool is for blending the edges, like the feathering, like we did the other time. This tool is for feathering. Alright. So the higher you drag it, the higher it goes. So that's two for feathering. And then there's this tool that you can use to rotate your mask. Alright. You can use to rotate your mask. And then you can click it to move it around, move the mask part around. Okay. So there is also the ellipse one that you can can delete this. Control Z. Oh. So you can cancel once you come here. You see mask one rectangle. You can cancel it. You can create another one by clicking on any of this. Any of this. So this masking now. This split on is splitting the screen into two. Splitting the thing into two. Either vertically or rectangly. By drawing this, you'll be able to change where how you how it is being splitted. All right. And then there's this tool that you use to blend the edges together. So I can have this lady at this side and have another video at this side. You understand? And blend the edges together. All right. You have 5 more minutes. Okay, so there's this film sleep. Okay, so I can cancel this to cancel the mask that I created, then create another mask. You can just choose what you want. So this is also film strip that you can cut both the edges out rather than one part, and then blend. You can turn this to suit yourself, and then there is the oval ellipse. There is this star. Different tools. There is the art. So this is what it does. Different things, different time. You can use text. All right. You can even use text to mask test. All right. Can mask test. So we can do a masking in such a way that this text is showing. So the more it zooms in, the more. Uh, Let me try and see if I can. So there's this text now, default. Let's change. You can change the text to another thing. All right. So let me just leave that for now, depending on what you want to do. So these are the basic effects that you can use, masking tools that you can use. But using the pen tool, all right, you have to be paid. You have to be on paid version. All right. So the pen tool, the same way we did it in Premiere Pro. So once you click and drag, you can create you can turn to a circular shape. Once you click and drag, you can turn to a spherical shape instead of a straight line that we created the other time. Once you click and you drag, you can use it to create. I'm just doing a rough work here, right? So once you click the last part, it cuts out. I hope you guys understand what we're doing right now. I hope you guys understand. So that's the pen, but you can't export this, by the way, because it's paid. You can't export this because you have to use paid. And then there is also, let me delete this. There is also the pen, the brush, all right, that you can use to brush out. This is what most of you guys use when during your phone. You can brush out. Once I leave this brush to you, can brush this out, brush this out. So the places I brush will no longer be there. So you guys are seeing it's automatically picking. You see, it's applying the feature automatically auto mask, and that's what happens with CapCut. So I have only this lady, and that's just it. So once it done gets to 100%, it creates what I want for me. Bololo. Oh, so this is what it does. It did. It only showed the part that I marked, so I can adjust that by going to looking for it. But so these are the brush feathering and expansion explanation on the same thing that we did with CapCut and Premiere Pro. Expansion. So reverse. Reverse is invert. The same thing as invert. Once you are creating here, you can come down to your settings right here. All right. So that this is the automatic background remover. That is the brush tool that you have on CapCut. So you have to be on Pro before you can use it. Got to be on Pro before you can use it. So that's just that about um, that's just that about basic um, masking tools in CapCut and Premiere Pro. Sorry, I had to rush Premiere Pro, but I think you understand basically what I did. Everything just as I explained. All right. So this brings me to the end of today's class. All right. This brings me to the end of today's class. Can we turn up? Go back to my slide now. Yeah, CapCut is a lot more like automated. Wonderful. No, I'm not a CapCut fan, Joy. I'm not a CapCut fan. It's good anyway, but I think CapCut can it limits a lot of things. But then a lot of people are using CapCut to do a lot of things. It's just because I am used to Premiere Pro. So this brings us to the end of today's class. I do hope you understand basically everything that I've taught so far on CapCut and on masking. Masking. I'll probably go into more advanced masking techniques maybe next week. Maybe next week. All right. So these are the basic common uh, what's it called now? Mistakes that you need to avoid in masking. James, sorry about that. Don't worry, I'll try to do better with CapCut. Add edges without feathering. Yeah. Make sure that you feather your edges a little bit. Don't go too hard. All right. It's important. And then make sure that well, we've not talked about tracking. We've not talked about tracking. We only talked about clip. But there's a part of tracking that you probably need to learn. Maybe next class or next week class will dig deep into tracking your videos for a moving video that a person is moving off the track. You have to keep um, turning on the keyframes to pick up the tracks. Or like don't overuse mask. Don't forget to reset your keyframes and all that. So don't worry, next class we'll talk about all these things. Talk more about it. Thank you very much for today's class. I love you guys. Joy, James, Elizabeth, Blessing, David, and everybody, Juliet, and everybody I can't mention. Ayomide, Blessing, Mide. God bless you all. See you in next class. Have a wonderful night rest and keep your creative energy up. Bye for now.